Hello, welcome back to East Coast Swing. We're going to do the basic right turn. Like we did the last one, the left turn, we got a right turn. And again, you don't want to lean on these too much, and you may find yourself doing that, but you're just going to rotate your upper body to the right, gentlemen. Again, stick out your right thumb, you know where you're going. And ladies, we want you to kind of mirror the guy. That's all we're trying to get you to do. There's nothing different for you here than it was the previous videos. Now, we're not going to go into detail about the positioning or how we hold each other and so forth. That was done on the previous videos. If you want to kind of get details with that, go look at those, get familiar with that. But we're going to go straight into the positions that we have, which is closed, okay, open, and more intimate, okay? Now, we want to make sure that you understand that we're not doing a lot of bouncy, rhythmic pulse kind of stuff. We're just keeping it flat, keeping rhythm. Now, East Coast swing, like West Coast swing, and actually you can be called out several different ways. We've done this a little bit, which is timing, rhythm, and descriptive, all right? We're gonna hit all three of those as well. I'm not gonna go into detail about it, but we're gonna use a lot of triple rock step, and you can go 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, or quick, slow, quick, slow, slow, slow. Totally up to you, but we're gonna use a lot of triple rock step on these because it's very popular with, the region that we're in, but it's easier. You'll thank me for this later on when we start doing this, triple step. Watch out for that one. So, 2 hand hold position, right turn, basic right turn. 2 hand hold positions, elbows slightly outside the shoulders. Again, ladies, you're just following the framework. Gentlemen, you're just rotating your frame to the right as you rotate, okay? That means you're actually taking small increments around the floor. So let's do a basic first. Start with your left, gentlemen, ladies right, and triple step, rock, step, turn, triple step, rock, step. Triple step, rock, step, triple step, rock, step. Nicely done. Now remember, when you're going into a basic side for both parties, it's very easy to try to, from an open position, to go into a progressive field, meaning that you want to kind of go forward with your basic, like a triple step in that manner. You don't want to find yourself doing too much of that because you'll start getting different angles with each other. So you try to keep this centeredness toward each other like so, and you do the basics, and they're going to be smaller on one side, larger on the other sometimes. It all depends because you are rotating. So don't get too bogged down with that. We just want to be sure that some of you are going to be taking bigger steps on one, smaller steps on the other. That makes sense? So really, if I'm moving, I'm facing you, and I'm doing a basic, and I start going around the lady, I may find myself going bigger as she does smaller. And then as she rotates around me more, I may do smaller as she takes bigger steps. So it's like alternating the size between the two of you. I don't want you looking at your footwork by any means, but you're gonna see that from the upper body. You don't wanna feel like, you're trying to run around the lady just to get her to do a right turn, nor are you pulling her, okay? It's about trying to work that out, give a little bit, take a little bit, give a little bit, take a little bit. So as I move through this, I may go a little bit bigger, she's going a little bit bigger there. Make sense? If we're both doing big steps, we're going to find it hard to see what I'm doing? It's like we're like, okay, let's polka. So we don't want to get into that, and we don't want to make, the energy and the music and so forth can easily make you take big steps. You can, if you like, be happy, go for it, all right? But it can throw you out of control and out of balance when you start doing some other patterns and spins. So it's better to stay in control. Compartmentalize that little piece where your shoulders with the shoulder width apart and slightly outside or in between, because it lets you kind of do other patterns quicker, easier, and stay on rhythm and timing. Now, staying on rhythm and timing of music, at this point, it's not a really big deal. You're going to get off time. You're going to get ahead of the music. If you have any musical background, don't get too precise in this. I can't dance on time, or I don't want to dance off time. I can't stand it, right? I get it, I understand. But in a couple, dance and trying to work things out, one of the party, may not be catching up or may not have musical lessons and may never played an instrument before. And so you have to be patient with one another to build the strength up between you to know what you're doing, okay? So ladies, if you're very knowledgeable, you're a seasoned dancer, you've had a background in dance or music, and he hasn't, and he's green. Be patient, okay? Have fun, enjoy. He's there dancing with you. That is the biggest point, all right? He's actually doing it with you. And the vice versa. Guys, you may have, guitar or whatever, you've got a musical background, she's never played or whatever, same thing. You got to help each other just by doing your part. Helping doesn't mean telling each other what to do. Helping each other is watching this video and mimicking what we're supposed to do. Do your part. I lead, there's certain jobs in that, okay? Certain things I gotta do. She follows, there's certain things that she needs to do, and it's about trying to follow, not trying to figure things out and plan for it, okay? So.
For timing, one thing you always say for us as followers, a big key thing is we're not necessarily so in tune to, well, I, as the follower, am staying in tune to the music I hear. I'm staying in tune to who's leading me.
Right.
So if he's off time, well, I'm going to be off time for however long the song is.
Right. He's gonna build up to a point where he's gonna be on time every once in a while. Now, gentlemen, if you do ask your partner if she has a musical background, don't get too detailed with him, ladies. Just he needs to know where the downbeat and upbeat is, okay? And the ones and the twos and the threes. But don't get too detailed. Right now, it's about trying to get him in position, try to know how to lead, try to stand up and move. That's it right now. And again, it's like driving a car. We have responsibilities as a driver. We have responsibilities on the inside of the cockpit of the car, the cabin. But we also have responsibilities on the outside. So he's also functioning around other people and in your home appliances and so forth and tables. He's having to work that. The music in the car does not come on until he feels comfortable doing those two jobs. That makes sense? The music doesn't need to come on. Now, it can be playing in the background, but that shouldn't be the staple of what you're doing. Eventually, you will be on time. And that's the key. You're about working the partnership and the patterns and the movement first. Then you get into allowing the music. Now, if you have a little bit of music in the background playing, like a little elevator music, a little shopping music, so be it. But it's not the purpose of being on time when you haven't even got this relationship and pattern down yet. That make sense?
And I think one other really important distinction is when you're doing this, being very clear as, okay, this is practice time to where we can talk about, what we're doing wrong or stop it and let's break that down and how can we do that better. And then the distinction between this is having fun and dancing time.
Right.
So when you go to actually dance, that's not the time to correct each other.
Right.
Not at all. You just have fun.
Right. So you're working things out, you're practicing it all, working out the details. You want to have fun doing this. You have to sit down, you not sit down, but you have to stand up and learn it. But you're also, because like any other classroom, we're telling you and giving you information verbally, but it's also about the do as well. So you have the do and you have the information, then you have to apply it. So you have to remember that it's just not about, it's not always PE, PE, PE. You have to sit there and you have to really listen on what we're trying to say and then apply it as you dance, because you're not going to always see us when our back is to you or your back is to us. You're trying to, okay, I remember them saying this. Cool? So basic right turn again. It's about holding each other and just moving along with each other. And again, you're initiating this. How much and how much rotation you put into it. Now, ladies, you're going to feel that you're going to say, all right, I'm rotating this way. You may have a tendency to back lead. You want to kind of pull. Don't do that, okay? And I don't say don't a lot, but don't try to back lead too much. It is very hard not to. But just allow yourself to move in increments and how big he kind of guides you. Just be prepared to move. That make sense? All right, so two-hand hold is nothing more than, again, holding two hands about waist level, maintaining your arms nice and light, and just, again, you're dancing side to side. You're rotating pretty much on every triple, okay? That means, guys, you're just rotating the triple. You're just kind of making a circular action, and you do a rock step, okay? When you do the rock step, remember, it doesn't have to have the heel down, and it doesn't have to be a big, rocking chair effect. It's just a matter of putting the ball of the foot down on your left foot, ladies right, and you do have that rock step. So ladies, you can do the same thing. When you do that rock step with your right foot, rock step. You may have a heel come down every once in a while, depending on the speed of the music, okay? But mainly your body weight's gonna stay up forward, and you're just gonna press in the ball of the foot and then back onto the other right foot for the guys, left foot for the ladies, so it's a rock replace, okay? So here we go with the basic. Triple, rock, replace, yeah? So maintain that and rotate. Now, let's say we go into closed position. Sure, all right, here we go. Closed position, all right. Hand is not up to traditional like we do some other dances. This is a swing position. Now, if you want to come up here and like, hey, let's do this, I got this going on, you'll see some people dance like that. This has a little bit more of a two-step feel, the swing position. But swing position usually has hands underneath for the guy. Ladies are on top like so, but it's down waist level. The right hand is kind of, again, going in here. But instead of facing this way, square like we do two-hand, we're actually going to be in more of this position, promenade, open promenade, where the right side for the guys, left is together. Now, I'm going over this because basically I need you to understand, we've opened ourselves up to give a progressive feel, all right? This is where we go into progressive. Hands down underneath, thumbs on top, guys, and we're going to move open, third foot position or fifth. Foot position video, we have this. We're basically stepping with our right toe, ladies forward, guys left, toe facing forward, and our other stuff comes behind, all right? Stuff, what we're dragging is behind. Notice from this angle. I'm gonna step and drag everything, yes? And we're doing that forward and triple and coming back triple and then do a rock step. And we wanna make sure, as we do this, we're just going trip, full step, rock, step, yes? Same triple, same rock step, but just angled differently, cool? Now, when we go to rotate this, you're actually cutting her off, all right? Like many other dances, this little circular track is basically, I'm actually, let's say for instance, that she's on the track and I'm on the inside rail consistently, okay? I'm just cutting her off and I'm making her rotate that, yeah? I'm just kind of cutting her off. How you rotate that? Remember, your right thumb goes this way, you're gonna rotate this way, gentlemen. There's a left, yes, but there's a right, and that's what we're doing here. A right basic, right turning basic. So remember, it's also not about taking her back and pulling her, all right? And ladies, when you're in closed position, not to hang on him, not to squeeze, not to hang, but just to move with one another, cool? So the hand on the back basically is nothing more than relaxing. It's not hanging, it's just kind of like laying on top. And we kind of move forward and back. Now, guys, you're going to initiate this. Cool? Ladies, when we're starting to dance, don't go, let's go this way. All right? We immediately know that you're leading, back leading, and assuming this, okay? Don't think we don't have feelings. We do. And we feel that you're leading it. It's not like you do it on purpose all the time. You may have good intentions. It's like, oh, this is fun. Whoop, go right into it. Let him still follow. Still lead. He's going to understand and feel what you're doing, just following. Mirror that, okay?
Again, anytime that we are back leading or trying to put them where we think, we've just made an assumption.
Right,
And
exactly.
what do I say about that?
Yes, assumption is the killer to it. But
yeah.
It's more or less you get into this energy and you're like, well, let's get this going, let's dance, you know? And he's got to build that up, okay? And it could be vice versa. But usually it's us leaders, we tend to have a little bit more, longer time to get there because we've got all this stuff we're trying to think about and trying to create.
Remember it all.
Right, there's a lot more responsibility behind that steering wheel than there is sitting in the passenger seat, okay, at this point. But don't worry, ladies, there's going to be a lot of stuff that you're going to be doing, spinning, turning, position-wise later on. Right now, it's just getting him confident over the feet, all right? So, basic right turn in closed position, okay? For right side's close to her, left side's open. So here we go, basic triple, just keep turning it to the right. Just keep turning it to the right, all right? That's what we're doing, smaller increments on each triple. Forward triple, you turn, and then the back triple, you turn. Now, you may go forward triple turn and do a back triple straight. Forward triple turn and back triple straight. You may go straight forward and then turn on the back end. You may go straight forward and turn on the back end. How does she know this? It's not that I'm pulling her back. It's just I rotate my upper body like this. I'm just rotating. She feels it on the back shoulder. She's going, okay, I feel that. So when she has this movement right here, and when I rotate, she feels that. And if I move forward with it, she feels that. So it's going against the inside of her arm or her rib cage when I go to move. It's just doing this, okay? So always remember, this is something that you can do over and over and over, closed or open, does not matter. And if you go intimate position, you're just really kind of closed from here, okay? You can bring down low, okay, or high when it's a tight situation. But honestly, you can do open and close like this, really tight, just like this. It's not so much of an intimate position unless you get really tight here. And you won't end up that much. You'd be intimate just by tightening everything up in the basic step we just showed you, and progressive. So go back, rewind, have fun with this, and enjoy. Again, be patient with one another. And we'll see you for the next pattern.